This is The Self, written and narrated by Temel Karango. Introduction. Before you begin reading this book, you might want to consider getting by yourself. In our world, there are so many voices and limitless pathways urging us to go in every tempting direction. Our social media pages have become our uncontrolled, chaotic mental extensions digitally as we thumb the timeline of our lives away. Most of our minds are tortuously busy, randomly and frequently drowned with fear, corrupt, confused, and self-condemning thoughts that paralyze our life force. It is said that we have at least 4 thoughts minimal every second in our conscious minds. That's at least 6,000 thoughts per day. From the initial pressure that we may receive from our parents' expectations to the society's values and customs that shape us, our formative years initiate us into specific levels of hypnotic blindness that prevents most of us from ever finding our true being and expression. Internally, when we are doused with a lot of outside mental noise when trying to elevate our life, we don't focus on our elevation but become hypnotized by all the noise. We began to make the noise our reality. This noise prohibits us from discovering who we really are, while we're experiencing life as we are, and exactly what can be done to bring positive change. From every issue that you are facing, all the circumstances you are going through, every outcome you are experiencing, any obstacles you must conquer, or any clarity you need is all based on your knowledge of self. This means that your current life situation is exactly what you believe your current life situation should be. It is said that you get what you expect in life, not what you want. The late Dr. Joseph Murphy called this the law of expectation. This one law in our self-discovery has been proven beyond science. The chaos or the calm, the prosperity or the poverty, the health or the hell, are all exposures of where you are on your level of self-awareness. Many expert student teachers of the mind, spirit, and physiology of the human being create dogmas or schools of thought on what is the actual self. How did the Western worldview develop the concept and the knowledge of self? From the great myths and doctrines of Greece, like Aristotle referring to humans as rational animals, and Socrates teaching that we humans can examine ourselves through dialogue with each other to figure ourselves out. Socrates is also famously quoted as saying, quote, "The unexamined life is a life not worth living," end quote. Plato later taught that there is a soul or immaterial aspect to us that exists beyond the body. Even the more modern concepts of the self, like those espoused by the late Sigmund Freud, founder of psychoanalysis, who developed the theory of the id, the primitive or animalistic mind, where hidden memories and the heightened sex drive exists, the superego, the mind's moral conscience, and the ego, the part of the mind that negotiates between the id and the superego. This Freudian theory is very confusing. Even in scholastic commentary, he did not really help define the self. However, these early Greek philosophers up to the modern Western psychology show the development of the Western concepts of the self. Even the Western spiritual leaders brought their meaning of the self through their various belief systems. From the beginning of the Dark Ages, St. Augustine gave the theological explanation that you have a soul, spirit, and body. The body, mortal flesh, is essentially evil going against the spirit, the part of us that mediates between the soul and the body, and the soul, the part of us that exists after death and is our true self. Later in the Middle Ages, St. Thomas Aquinas reverted heavily on Greek philosophy, saying that the soul is separate and is the force in the body, yet the substance of the body is needed for the soul to make an individual. Now let's look to the East. In ancient Egypt, Kemet, they taught that the Ka, breath or spirit, stays near the body after death, and the Ba, soul, goes to the Aru, or the mirror which reflects the image of your entire life on earth, determining your next realm of life. The Chinese
Sample complete. Ready to continue?